Thank you for joining us. I'm Naiva Reynoso. Ahead, arts and crafts in time for Halloween. Plus, Descanso Gardens lights up for the season. But first, the Department of Regional Planning oversees land use in the county's unincorporated areas that stretch from the desert to the sea. Meet a biologist on the front lines of preserving the county's biodiversity as he tracks the impact of climate change that will help design the communities of tomorrow.
Regional planning is a department within the County of Los Angeles that focuses on land use planning within the unincorporated parts of LA County. There's actually 125 communities within LA County that we are their local government planning department. Someone may want to come in and say, I've got a 20-acre property in the Antelope Valley, what can I build here? And we advise them on what they can build there. Or conversely, if you're a business that wants to open up in Altadena and they want to know what kind of business they can open up, they come to us and we consult with them and talk about what kind of business they can operate. Our land goes from mountain to the sea. We have deserts and we have islands, and we have urban areas and we have rural areas. And we must protect the biodiversity within all of those areas for the next generation. And the only way that we can really do that is through science. And so we use our biologists to help make sure we are preserving those assets for future generations.
In the past couple of decades since I've been with the department, the role of the biologist has increased, I think, for a few reasons, one of which has to do with climate change and fire and all these other kind of global issues. But also, the department has made biology more of a priority in its mission. My workload has increased a lot based on that increased collaboration with all of the planners in the department. And I think the department has recognized that biological resources are important.
Climate change combined with the wildfire risk is really going to make us look at where we put housing within the county. It's no longer going to be the appropriate answer to just cut down trees or cut down forests and build housing anywhere you want. We have to be much more thoughtful about where we accommodate our growing population. So there is going to be a change in perspective over the next 20 years.
It's important to maintain biodiversity for a lot of reasons. One is it's part of our legacy, right? It's part of our inherited legacy as residents of the county, that we have over 2,000 species of plants in the county, which is remarkable, and all the wildlife that depends on those plants. So maintaining healthy vegetation actually does help protect communities, because large native shrubs, like in the chaparral, they have deeper roots. They can access water later into the year. They don't dry up as early in the summer. And they're better for all those reasons.
Celebrating our 100th anniversary next year, we are in the process of reflecting on how far we've come as an agency and as a county. What started out really as a focus on a roadway network is really now focused on the environment, how we can create a more sustainable future, and what tomorrow looks like in terms of issues related to housing and climate change. So those issues were never really thought about 100 years ago, but clearly we're on the forefront of having to think about those issues for the next 100 years.
What's better than visiting a haunted house at Halloween? Making your own, of course. A crafty program at the county library got kids in the spirit with a science lesson baked in. Take a look.
So today we have a STEAM activity for the kids to participate in. They are making a spooky house and they're decorating it, and then they're putting a circuit inside of it that'll have it glow green at night, so it kind of illuminates.
The reason that it appealed to me was not only is it crafty, but it also involves STEM, with they're having to run their own electrical circuits and everything to make it light up. These kind of activities are important because it's the social aspect as well.
So I did my house black and the roof purple, and I'm gonna splat like blood splatters all over the house. I like that it lights up and it's really cool, and I'm really excited.
Wow, Maddie! We are very thankful for the people putting this on. It's fun for the kids, and the kids need this for their growth and development. So we were having fun just decorating it. She did pink, of course.
I had fun.
Kids are just loving to come in and create this spooky house for the season.
Once a year, Descanso Gardens lights up the night sky with hundreds of jack-o'-lanterns. But it's the giant, intricately carved pumpkins by local artisans that's the crowd-pleasing delight.
At Descanso Gardens, we are having our Halloween fall event called Carved. When you come to Carved, you'll get to see a pumpkin house, play in the hay maze, see hundreds of jack-o'-lanterns in the camellia forest, and these wonderfully artist-carved pumpkins at the end of the show. But really the crowd pleaser is these giant artist-carved pumpkins, 200 to 300-pound pumpkins carved by artists, many of them local to LA.
We're actually carving Olivia Newton-John, who sadly passed away this year, mainly for our in memoriam section of our show. Sometimes the more complex pumpkins take maybe about a couple days. Some actually can take maybe a day. There are some that are very complicated. This is a portrait, so portraits by nature tend to be very complicated.
I enjoy the pumpkins that are made out of like wooden boxes, as well as the dragon. And it's interesting that people back here are actually carving the pumpkins, so that's kind of fun to see as well. We're just taking random pictures of different things that we think are beautiful with the lighting and with the huge amount of different carvings of the pumpkins. I enjoyed the Olivia Newton-John pumpkin over there. Very sad that she passed away, and they did a beautiful job carving that as well.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.